What's up guys, it's your boy Archie from Trini Vlogs back again. Today we're going to be taking you through another install video. Today we're going to be installing the Injen intake for the B48 engine. So stay tuned guys, let's go through the process, let's go. So first step is to remove the radiator cover here. Just lifting on each end. You'll feel a clip pop out. So one here as well, one on this end. This pops off, place it to the side. So the next step is to disconnect your mass airflow sensor here. So just using a flathead to pry this clip out, and then you'll be removing it. It's only me videoing today, Amish isn't here, so I'll just be videoing, doing it, and then showing you guys the next step. So nice and easy, you could just use your fingernail to lift this black part a little bit, and then you use your flathead to use your flathead to pry the clip out, and then you can just pull out your connector here, place it to the side. So the next step here, you need to remove the airbox as well as the connecting pipe here. So to remove the airbox, there's this little clip here. You just press one way, and when it turns, you just disconnect the airbox from the tubing here. So we have this end disconnected here. Next step to get the airbox out are these silver clips here. You could use a flathead or your fingers and just push them back, bend them backwards to release the airbox, and then I'll show you guys how to pull it out. So these are the locations of the 4 clips to snap out. 1, 2 here, 3 here, then we have 1 on this side here, 4. Just snap them out, then you'll be holding the entire airbox assembly and pulling it up and out. Alright, so the next step is to use your flathead and loosen these 2 clamps. Then you can remove this part of the airbox here. Then we're removing this other piece of tubing as well. So removing this part as well, and here. So to remove the bottom part of the airbox, it's slotted into one grommet here, this grommet here, one here, and then there's a clip on this side right here as well. So you need to press the tab here and then pull the airbox up. Make sure you release the clip first before trying to pull the whole airbox assembly up this way. Right, so after a couple minutes of wiggling and taking this grommet out as well as the one on the inside here, this is the part you need to make sure that unclips properly and comes straight out. And this last grommet here is the most difficult one to unhook. You just need to hold the box from the outside here and push it upwards, and the whole airbox comes out like this. Pretty dirty in there. Right, so last step to remove the entire stock airbox assembly is to unthread this screw bolt here. Takes a bit of doing, might need a spanner to do it. Yeah, just remove this, and that's the entire stock airbox assembly removed. This is pretty much the stock airbox assembly in here, filter in here, and then we have the other 2 pieces of piping with the threaded bolt, which I don't think we'll be using again, so keep it safe. Right, so next step is to remove your mass airflow sensor from the intake here. You're going to be using a T25 torque screwdriver. Take out the 2 screws here. So you're going to be removing it and then installing it into the new Injen intake pipe in there. So quick update, it's not actually T25, it's actually T20. So you're using a T20 torque screw driver to remove these screws here. Alright, so we have our mass airflow sensor installed here. Make sure you insert it in the right way into the intake piping, and you'll be using a 2.5mm Allen key together with these screws which came with the Injen intake. Don't use the stock screws guys, use the screws that came with the intake kit to just install the mass airflow sensor here. So the next step here will be to install this step hose with the 2 clamps provided here. So here we'll be installing the step hose to the turbo piping here. The wider side goes on to the turbo piping. Make sure it's seated well, fits in well, and then we'll be using the 2 clamps to tighten. We'll be tightening just the one on the inside here first with a flathead screwdriver. So we have the step housing installed with the 2 clamps. This inner one is going to be tightened already, and the outer one is still relatively loose because we'll need to tighten the intake piping into this bit still. So this one is tightened, this one is still loose. Right, so the next step is really to install this piece of rubber trim that comes with the kit here. We'll be installing it along the top edge of the heat shield. So yeah, can't really film while I'm doing it, so I'm gonna do it and then show you guys. So this is what the rubber tubing looks like installed at the top. Note on this end here, there's a space for it to go into one of the screws in the engine bay, so the rubber tubing doesn't come on this part here. It starts from here and goes all the way around to this side. You might have some extra on this side which you can cut and remove. This is pretty much what it looks like installed. Alright guys, so next up is to install these 2 grommets into the heat shield. So it'll be installing here as well on the bottom here. So both grommets installed. If you're getting difficulty to install them, just use a flathead and I'll push them through. So next step guys, we're going to actually install the heat shield here. I'll be going, I'll show you guys the grommet on this end, going to be lining up on this screw here, and the one on the bottom here is going to be lining up on this one down here. Alright guys, so heat shield install. We have it installed on the rubber grommet on the bottom screw here, and the second rubber grommet on the screw on this side. Be careful that the grommets don't pop out when you're pushing the screw through it. Let's make sure to hold on to the actual grommet while you're pushing it through the screw so it doesn't pop out and get lost in the abyss in here. So the next step is one of the nuts, the M6 nut, the silver one is going to go on here, and there's a black plastic nut that's going to go onto this one here. That's the next step, just to secure it. Right, so this part is a little bit tricky after you install the actual heat shield here. This part you need to install here. So it's going to be going like this, and you need to get the washer and the screw screwed in on this side here. Yeah, so you don't want that to happen where the washer falls in here. Okay guys, so this is the only tricky bit to install. We have this part here, you're installing it like this. So there's a washer and a nut that needs to go on this side. Be very careful, because if it falls, if the nut or the washer falls down in the abyss here, it's all over. You can put something just to act as a capture net. I use the actual airbox just to make sure if anything falls, it'll fall straight in here and it'll be easy to recover. So yeah, just to make sure that's screwed on good there, and that will be acting as the rest for the actual intake pipe. Alright guys, so next step we're going to position the intake tubing. One end is going to go into the bracket here. Make sure it's seated all the way, and then the other end, this bracket here, where the space is going to go onto the bolt here. So just going to make sure this end fits snugly, and going to align it here for the best fit, and then we'll be using the nut and the washer to secure it here. So we have it secured to the bracket here with the nut and fender. The next step after securing it there is to put on the second clamp here and secure the clamp as well. So we have the clamp nice and secure. This is the one that you'll be securing second after you fitted the pipe properly. So both of them nice and secure here. And then we also have the washer and the screw here nice and secure. So the intake piping is nice and secure. You can go ahead and reconnect your mass airflow sensor here. Clips back in nice and easy. Next step is just to secure the cone filter to the intake tubing. So last step here, we have the cone filter. Just going to be installing here. aligning it perfectly, and then we're going to be tightening the knot here, and that will be it. So just gonna align it perfectly and tighten the knot. Alright, so everything is more or less tightened up. Fit was nice and snug, as you can see. Everything fit perfectly, went on well. Nice, quick, easy install. Shouldn't take more than about 45 minutes to an hour. So yeah, everything fit actually perfect. Heat shield fit very well. So your last and final step is if you're gonna reinstall your cover here, the grommet on this side here actually goes on to this part of the intake pipe in here. So when you fit in the cover, just line up the grommet with the intake part here and make sure to snap it back on. However, I think the red intake piping looks really cool, so I'm going to leave it exposed. Most likely I'm going to leave the cover off. You can get a real idea of the color of the red. Looks really good. So yeah, that's the install there, guys. Alright guys, so installation complete. Finally time to hear how the engine intake sounds. Alright guys, so that was the install for the B48 engine intake. As you can see, looking fine, it looks good, and it sounds really good as well. Nice specker red in the engine bay to match with the M Sport tricolor grill in front here. So yeah guys, nice easy install. Smash the thumbs up button if this video helped you guys out. Subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell, and see you guys in the next one. More coming soon. Trini Vlogs out.